Are you wondering what is the best way to make your LinkedIn profile look professional? You're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps you need to take to create a professional LinkedIn profile. I'm Rita Baroody, career success coach, LinkedIn's top recruiting voice, former hiring director, and active recruiter. I'm going to walk you through your whole profile. So by the end of this video, you're going to have that great professional LinkedIn profile. Before we visually walk through your LinkedIn profile and I tell you exactly what to input in your headline, in your about section, your experience, your skills, let's quickly talk through the setup process. You want to ensure that you have a professional email address that you're using when you set up your LinkedIn profile. And I'll give you some examples, but there are some horrible examples too. Like if you have some type of habit, the email you want to use can follow potentially your university, your alumni email, or if you create an email on Gmail, Yahoo, or a different, domain, make sure you have potentially part of your name in the email address, as well as maybe your university. Like for example, I went to Rutgers Business School. I use RBS in my email because it just reminds me, okay, this is my professional email. I use it for LinkedIn. I use it for other items. And then I might have another email for like the other items, shopping items and, items that I'm just interested in. But really try to have a separate email for your LinkedIn. And the reasoning behind this is there's a setting where professionals, recruiters, hiring companies, anyone you connect with can actually see your email. Now, you can also turn this off, but if you turn it on, it's great because they can now email you and potentially in the future land a great opportunity through someone just emailing you through your LinkedIn profile. So I recommend leaving it on and then everyone's going to see it. So it's going to be visible. And in case someone does come across your LinkedIn profile, sees your email, you want to make sure it just looks professional. Again, if we want to create a professional LinkedIn profile, let's start off with the framework, our email. How are we logging into LinkedIn? Through our professional email. Now, once we're logged in, let's edit our profile picture, our headline, our about section, experience, skills, and I'll give you some bonuses at the end. If you're new to this channel, I'm Rita Baroody, career success coach, recruiter, and LinkedIn's top recruiting voice. I made this channel to empower you through your job search, to share the best strategies, and for you to land a job faster. Please subscribe and I'll continue to add more value to you. Let's walk through your profile photo and I'll give you the main items to pay attention to here. Ensure you have a neutral background. That usually works really well so you can pop out in the picture. And make sure that you're smiling. Look approachable. I've heard so many times from professionals, from other people, where they just don't connect with someone because their picture does not look approachable. You just want to look approachable, look at the camera. I'm gonna walk you quickly through how to upload it. So if we go back here, you're going to click on this circle. You're going to add photo and you're going to upload a photo. Now, here's a quick hack that I like. So I will maybe zoom in a little bit so you can see more of my face. And then what I'll do is I will select a filter that makes me look a little bit better, maybe a little bit brighter. I really, really like Spotlight because it gives me some density in my face. It really depends on, your skin tone and what you feel makes you look great and professional. But sometimes I even like Edge. Edge makes it look professional, makes it pop out a little bit, the color contrast. And then I hit save. So now you have your professional photo and everyone will see that. Next item that's super critical to create your professional LinkedIn profile, especially as a beginner, you want to ensure you pay attention to this item. And that is your headline. Your headline will appear right underneath your profile. Right underneath your profile, you're going to see that headline and everyone else will see it. And what you want to put here is, if you just got out of college, you might want to put your major, such as finance major. But let's say you're an experienced professional and you are a finance director at X company. put in the company, and then maybe you want to also emphasize, what are you an expert at? Okay, you might be an expert at FP&A, maybe budgeting, and maybe forecasting. Awesome. And then if you'd like to put another detail about yourself, so think through your technical skill set, think through your leadership qualities, what is going to differentiate you in your headline, and add that there. If you are a high performing leader or professional, you might want to emphasize that, whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, for you to create a professional LinkedIn profile, you really also want to modify the URL. And that's right over here. You're going to see that right next to your profile to the right. You're going to click on that pencil. And now, this is a little tricky. It's going to be right here. Edit your custom URL. Click on it again. And now it says your custom URL must contain 3 to 100 letters or numbers. Please do not use spaces, symbols, or special characters. So let's make sure we're in alignment there. Let's just remove the numbers. It's kind of too much. On my real, this is a test profile, but on my real profile, I have Rita Baroody CPA, my certification. It's inactive, but I still have it because it holds a lot of weight and people can trust me a little bit more if I put that certification. So think through, how can you build trust even with your URL? Here, I'm just going to leave it as Rita Test just for this. But if it was, if you do have a certification or something specific about you, let's say you want to put your last name and then you want to put CPA, or you want to put finance, or if you are a product in product management, maybe you want to put something specifically towards your technical skill set. But for now, I'm just going to put my first and last name. And then it's going to save automatically. If we go back here, let's refresh the page. Let's make sure it updated. Okay, you're going to see that it updated right here. Now, for the next step in creating your professional LinkedIn profile, let's go into your About section. This is where you're going to tell everyone a little bit about yourself. You want to incorporate your work experience, a little bit about who you are. And what we're going to do is we're going to leverage ChatGPT. Hopefully you've used this before. If not, you can use the free version. I'm using the free version here, chatgpt.com. You could create a quick profile there. Now, the prompt that you're going to use, that's going to make your life a lot easier. And we're going to continue to use this prompt for the additional sections of your LinkedIn profile. You're going to mention to ChatGPT, please help me write an About section for my LinkedIn profile. Incorporate the following about me. Your expertise. So again, for example, let's say finance, FP&A, budgeting, forecasting. Just for example, if you're in product management, you can pivot it. If you are maybe in marketing, you can pivot it to your technical skill set, not your soft skills. Soft skills will be separate. Okay, your soft skills. You are highly collaborative, able to, let's say, collaborate effectively cross-functionally. That's just an example. You can certainly use other leadership traits that you have. And what are your overall differentiators? How are you different from others? Maybe you're a high performer. Maybe you have won a specific award, or maybe you have, if you just got out of college or you just graduated, maybe you earned a high GPA. Okay, great, let's emphasize that. But let's say there's a different differentiator. Maybe your differentiator is ability to connect with others quickly and adapt to new environments. Maybe those are your differentiators. Now, you also want to tell ChatGPT what your goal is. This is always great in prompt writing. The goal is to have my About section be professional and concise. So one thing I see a lot is a lot of professionals might write too much and it's just overwhelming. You just want to get straight to the point. We might even tell ChatGPT max of 2 to 3 paragraphs, max for this about section, and hit enter. Okay, now you are going to receive something that's going to spark ideas. Definitely not recommended to copy and paste. But what this is going to do is help you think through how you can articulate your experience in the best manner possible. And this is going to drive that conciseness. So we told it, hey, max of 2 to 3 paragraphs. Let's stay within that. And now it's giving you the right grammar, the right structure. So this looks really, really good, but now you want to tweak it a little bit. You might want to tweak here. Maybe you don't want to include this line. Maybe you want to tell ChatGPT to rewrite this, rewrite to make more attractive, for example. You can always ask that, or another version. You can always mention, I would like to have 2 additional versions. And then you can select which one aligns more with yourself and you can tweak it from there. What did you think about that ChatGPT prompt? Did it help you? Did it expedite things? Would love to hear from you in the comments. And if you have any questions about this video or you're unsure of how to edit your profile, what to put in your profile, comment below. I'll try to get back to you within 24 hours. Now, to continue to create your professional LinkedIn profile, let's go through your experience section. And what we're going to do to make our lives easier is we are going to leverage ChatGPT again, but you're going to use a different prompt now. This is what you're going to mention. Please help me write an experience section for my LinkedIn profile. Incorporate the following about me: my expertise, finance, FP&A, budgeting, forecasting, accomplishments, successfully improved X by 20%. That's just an example. You could always tweak this, but definitely have your expertise and specific accomplishments to help ChatGPT give you a great summary for your experience section. Now, the goal is to have my experience section be professional and concise, a max of 4 bullet points. Do not write paragraphs. If you've seen any of my other LinkedIn videos, I hope you check that out. I give a lot of insights as to why not to write paragraphs, but really, you want to be able to get straight to the point on your profile. Just think about when you look at someone's profile. Do you read every single word? No. And if it's in bullet points, is it easier for you to read visually? Yes. So please make sure that you do that. Now, it's going to give me a summary here in which I'm going to tweak, but given this is a shorter video, I'm just going to copy and paste it, but please never ever copy and paste the exact ChatGPT, whatever it spits out. Add some bullet points here, and then you're going to save this. Before you hit save, make sure you select, okay, when you started, and what's really important. I am currently working in this role. If it's current, please make sure you check this off. Very, very important. You're going to input your title. For example, Director of Finance. It might give me Director of Finance, perfect. And then the company name, I'm going to select my recruiting firm. So I'm also, if you're new to my channel, I'm an active recruiter plus a career success coach. And I've helped thousands of professionals optimize their LinkedIn profile, whether it's beginner, whether you're experienced, just overall improve your profile. Now we want to add skills, whatever is relevant. Make sure that you are looking at all of the variations. That's really important. You don't just want to select everything. Select the ones that make the most sense and that will spark someone's interest in having a conversation, whether it's for a job search, whether it's for a commonality, and make sure it's accurate. That's really, really important. Just go through them. Don't just select. And then you'll hit save. So now your experience section looks great, your about section, your headline, you have your email on there, professional email, and you have a professional photo. If you're tired of getting rejected by employers and ready to land your next great opportunity faster, I've put together a free guide that walks you through the exact steps you need to take to land that job faster for you to be identified as that best candidate. Comment guide, and I will send you a direct link to grab it. So now that we have our experience section outlined, you could always add more. You could always add more companies. For education, you want to ensure that you select your university. For example, I went to Rutgers Business School. Degree, I guess it is optional because anything with a star is required. I highly recommend though, putting a degree, as that will help you be findable by recruiters and hiring companies, not just now, but in the future. They might want to search for your degree and that will pop up. You might want to put the years and end dates, but again, it's not a requirement. It used to be. They changed that recently. Add skills. Anything that's related to your studies, I would definitely go in and add that there. For example, okay, I studied accounting. Here, I might want to select that, but I also want to see, okay, what else is related to accounting? Again, there are multiple skills you can select. And then what I'm going to do is hit save. That's an easy one that you can do right away. Now, what it will ask you is, do you want to connect with people from your school? And this is something I want to also make sure you're aware of. So right now, if you want a professional LinkedIn profile, the goal is to have this professional LinkedIn profile. If we have only one connection, it's not going to make us look the most professional. But let's say we have 500 plus connections. For example, follow me on LinkedIn or connect with me. Let's go to my profile. I have 500 plus connections. This is really what you want to aim for. I would say a minimum of 200. And how you're going to do this, let's go back very quickly. How you're going to do this is you are going to search for your university. This is going to increase the amount of connections that you have, and visibility on the platform. The more connections, the more visibility you have on the platform. So you're going to go to your alumni and you're going to potentially go through the alumni, filter for potentially what you studied. There are a lot of different filters. For example, I could go in here and click accounting. I could go in and click where they work, where they live. Let's say New York, for example. Originally, I'm from New York, so I'm selecting that. I might go through and see, okay, who do I know? And even if I don't know them, I'm going to click. Let's say I'm going to connect and I'm going to add a note. Hi, Michael. Would love to connect. I see that we are both Rutgers alumni. Short and sweet. Put your name and hit send. And that's going to increase your connections. Another item to do. So let's go back to my profile. Let's just search. For example, if you go through your phone and just search in this search bar for the person's name. For example, this is my partner. I would search for him, I'd go to him, and I'd connect. The goal is have more than one connection, of course. Have a target of 200 to 500, and your profile will look more professional. Your LinkedIn profile will have more of a professional presence. If you're a job seeker and you want to master your job search, watch my next video, Master Your Job Hunting.